Yeah. Okay, so I figured I'd go ahead and shoot a little video, talk about my thoughts on this whole you know, the Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma beef or lack thereof. I honestly feel like, well, I mean, okay, we know what's been going on. Nicki's No Frauds joint, it was weak. It wasn't a rap track. And, I ain't even about to come at this like, I mean, some people might say I'm a hip hop purist or whatnot. I've just got an argument with somebody the other day talking about, yo, you could rap some more on this shit. And people were like, nah. I'm like, oh, that's crazy to think that you could rap some more on a party cut? The fuck? But okay. But, see, my problem, I ain't never really liked Nicki Minaj. I've never really been impressed with her. Hottest verse she ever spit on record, to my knowledge, was the Monster shit. And I mean, I feel like she had to have a hot verse on that cut. Because you on the track with motherfucking Ross, Kanye, and Jay. You can't come slouch. Like, she had to be the fucking star of the track. Like, for real, it needed that moment. Like, what the fuck? We're going to say Jay killed it again? Yawn. But I ain't never really like her. I mean, my thing is, I personally, and I would even say a woman that I would date, that I would be in a romantic relationship with, would not subscribe to Nicki's Barbie image. Like, it's not a good image. Why would you want to subscribe to that? It's not uplifting, empowering, especially for black women, for women, let alone black women. Like, how could you find yourself running with that? I mean, yeah. And, Remy on the ether beat, like, that was a power move for her to even make that play. She knew she was coming hard with some shit. I mean, honestly, the fact that the internet, now I was just listening to them talking about it on the radio, but the fact that the internet, once Sheetha dropped, everybody said, fuck Nicki. Like, niggas was like, fuck Nicki. Like, yo, like, she's done. She dead, B. Like, like instantaneously. I feel that for some time, people ain't been liking Nicki. People ain't been really liking banging with that. I mean, yo, there was a spoken word poet who had a whole fucking poem about the miseducation of the Barbie. Picking her whole fucking character apart. Your whole fucking ideology, we about to rip that shit to shreds. And a Jasmine Man, spoken word poet, did that shit. And that shit should have been a rap battle. That shit was about just as epic. And like, character defamation. Just as epic and effective as the Sheetha joint. But Nicki, to a certain extent, she didn't have to. She could have responded to it, but it's like, yo, if she couldn't respond to Sheetha on some real rap shit, then if she, a spoken word poet, a trained lyricist, ripping her fucking whole personality apart, she wouldn't have had shit for the other chick. Shit. Nothing. She didn't have shit for Remy already. And Remy gave her, like, B, a whole fucking track. Rap ball. You gonna give me half a verse, like, No Frauds was a weak ass verse. Let's say half a verse of actual, not even half, a quarter of a verse of actual material. Plus the two features and everything like that. It's like, yo, like, B, we know you make hits. Okay? We get that. We know you make singles. We get that. We know that you're a pop artist. We get that. We didn't ask for you to be a pop artist again. We was trying to see if you were a real hip hop artist, loyal to the craft, the heritage, the tradition of hip hop and rap battle. I mean, I ain't even gonna say, I would have been okay if she could have just spit a hot track where she was like really rapping. Twisting up the flow, some rhyme schemes, and some aggression. She didn't necessarily have to be talking directly about Remy and all of the drama and everything, but it's just like, yo, you just gave us a lackluster performance. Why would we want that? Why would we want that? Well, even as an entertainer, you didn't even feed into the entertainment aspect of this game like that. Like, no frauds is not a good track, and it may be playing longer. Some people was on the radio comparing No Frauds to making a single track song and shit, comparing it to Jay-Z's Takeover. Jay-Z's Takeover was a lot better than No Frauds. So like, if I was Jay-Z, I'd take offense to that because it wasn't the same. And Jay-Z was in a completely different position. He held it down for 3 fucking verses by his damn self. He held it down by his damn self, giving him heat. He was defending all challenges. I mean, and then ended the only rest of y'all taking shots at Jacob gonna get half of all. Fuck y'all niggas. I mean, it was what it was. Nicki just did not deliver, and I already didn't like her. Especially like lyrically, I'd be listening to this shit like waiting for a punchline. Like people saying like this is a single, this shit hot. They playing this shit on the radio, and I'm listening. It's like the hottest shit on here is Beyonce. Hottest shit, like nah, yo. Like what disappoints me is that people talking about the money aspect of it. She needed to do that. She did need to do that. Because she came up off hip hop and then made herself into a pop artist. And to solidify her hip hop, her loyal hip hop fans, she would need to do some hip hop shit once in a while. Every now and then, could you give us some hip hop? But nah, she didn't give us that. And I wasn't expecting all that much from her. I ain't gonna front. But Nicki be having aggression. She got bravado. She learned that shit from Drake and Wayne. She got that shit. I mean, I was expecting her to shoot more, and she just. And No Frauds isn't even that much of a good single. It's just. I ain't gonna front. I kind of took No Frauds as more of like a diss record towards like Meek. It was or something. Like, I ain't hearing Remy name being dropped like once. Like motherfucking Remy was ripping apart rhyme scheme after rhyme scheme after like, and had a fucking hook in between. Like, really though. And it shows. And the fact that people are still supporting her making this money move instead of making a real hip hop move, it shows how far the people have gone from the roots of what hip hop was created off of. It was meant this creative art form, not a money making art form. People were doing hip hop because they ain't have shit else to do, or else they're gonna end up like in jail or shot or some shit like that, doing drugs, selling drugs, something like that. It was a positive outlet for that creative energy, for you to be creative, have fun being creative, getting out that aggression and everything like that, while being creative and being peaceful and it just being, some respect shit. But nah, she didn't do that. She didn't play into that. She just like, we just making money, and we know you can make hits. We know you can make, and it ain't even just you making the hits. It's your whole fucking team of Wayne and Drake, and it's the marketing behind that shit. I mean, I guess it would be good she didn't say Remy name in it, because that would have paying Remy a bit more homage, not homage, but could have been making her get more famous and shit. But it ain't even about the fame. You could have did a whole fucking diss track without using nobody's name and still been on some gangster shit. T.I. done did that shit before. Luda, when T.I. and Luda was beefing, niggas had whole fucking tracks talking about each other, and you would not have known it. But even it was still dropping subs. So like, I'm disappointed by Nicki. I'm disappointed by the fans for accepting the bullshit that she be giving y'all. And it's like, yo, y'all don't lower your standard just because these fuck ass artists keep telling y'all that this is what's supposed to be hot. That shit ain't hot, B. It's not. It's not. Don't accept that shit. The shit is not hot. Don't accept that shit. It's fucking lackluster, lukewarm at best. Half the time. Motherfucking truffle butter was okay. Drake and Wayne had the hottest verses on that shit. Weak. Motherfucking Remy verse was weak. Fucking Anaconda was okay, but I couldn't even get. I mean, you know, even on some club shit, I couldn't even fuck with Anaconda too much because the shit had verses, and then the hook wasn't really there. It built up. Good Lord, the fucking Anaconda track. It kept by the end of the verses, it kept building up, and then the cut at the hook where Master Mix-a-Lot started rapping again. It killed the momentum. But it had a fucking video full of ass and shaking ass, and the lyrics were talking about sex and shaking ass and shit like that. You didn't even fucking need a fucking melodic lyric to bounce head to. Like, I mean, you needed it, but you didn't need it for it to be a success amongst the masses who don't even know what the fuck the shit came from. And motherfucking damn, how the shit Nicki never did. Fucking her verse on Monster and Super Bass. That's it. Roman's Revenge was hot because Eminem was on it. And she had to step up because she couldn't fucking be that damn lackluster with Eminem on the track or to fucking show how she cannot rap. Motherfucking, that's really about the hottest shit she did. All the motherfucking singles with Drake and shit. I mean, Moment for Life maybe. But Moment for Life wasn't even all that fucking, it won't riddle with balls. It won't riddle with nah. It won't. Why the fuck y'all women disappoint me? Why the fuck y'all following around some bitch who call herself a Barbie? Why is that your aspirations to be a Barbie? I thought the Barbie was the bad thing. Like, yo, no, fuck that shit on some, try to twist it on some shit. It's like, you know, tongue-in-cheek satire, a motherfucking sarcastic. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Don't be trying to sell me that shit neither. Look. Man, rap game is a disappointment.